What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Motorhead YouTube channel. So today we have a pretty interesting project going down, and it is this Ford Mustang right here. And as you can see, this thing took a crazy hit right here and smashed this entire area in. And if you look down the side, it actually destroyed this whole side right here. And we do even have some damage on the rocker panel down there, which we're probably going to just replace this entire quarter panel all the way to the end there. So it's a lot of work. I'm gonna get started today. I'm hoping to get this thing welded in and have it ready for body work. Maybe not do the body work today, but I do want to have this quarter changed out. And as you can see, it's pretty bad. I mean, we even got a whole gap issue right there. So what I want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and take the front end apart, because we do need to get the fender off and we need to get this door off. So I'm gonna start with the front bumper, get the bumper off, get the headlight off, fender, the door. Once we get all that off, we'll start stripping down this interior in here, because we will be doing a lot of work with grinding, cutting, and welding. So I really don't want to catch this thing on fire. Interestingly enough, this is actually a very sentimental car. This thing actually totaled with the insurance, but the woman driving this car, her father bought it for her, and unfortunately he passed away. So we're gonna restore this thing for her and get it back on the road, because it means a lot to her. And it is a lot of work, but we're gonna get it done. So we're gonna dive right into this, and I'm gonna start stripping that front end down, and we'll just move whack. And once we get it ready, we'll get it up here on our frame rack. And I think what I'll do first is some preliminary pulls and get this all back to its original spot, because inside there, you can see this whole thing is smashed. And I'm hoping to save that rear tail pan. If I can't, then we will replace it, because we have it, or maybe even section it. We will see, but I'm trying to save it, and that way I can just replace the quarter and this bottom piece as one piece. That way this bumper section will stay original, and we can get the bumper to fit really nicely. So let's go ahead and get started and move on and see how the process goes. Well, you guys, I got it tore down, and I'm seeing a little more damage here. As you can see, this is all supposed to be flat, and I want to save this panel right here. So I'm gonna just put it on the frame, pull it out a little bit, maybe weld a tab here and yank that out, see if I can smooth this out and get it looking good again. And same thing inside here. So we will have to get that on the frame and see how it looks. Honestly, it wasn't too bad stripping it all down. Number one thing is to be organized. You see, got my bumper bolts, interior bolts, body bolts, and maybe that's the bumper, I don't know. But that, and then having all the necessary tools, it just makes it go so much quicker. But we got pretty much everything off. There are still a couple pieces still left in here, but I'm going to be using the welding blanket, and we're gonna be able to cover all of this really nicely. So my main concern was just to make sure there was no foam or plastic back here, which there was in here, but I was able to remove it because we did not want to catch this car on fire. So we're gonna get it on the frame and start doing some pulls and seeing what happens. Okay, so as I'm pulling, guys, the gap is starting to even out and look like that side. The quarter, I do believe, got pulled in a little bit, so it opened it up on this corner, which there isn't no support here, so it makes sense. So once we pull this quarter out, we'll just knock that in a little bit and get it even with that, because that is identical to that side. And it looks really good. Everything's turning out super nice. This panel right here, I do believe is savable. I started pulling it out a little bit, but I will need to take this off and dolly all this out really nicely. Same with this right here. So it looks like the only damage left is this little kink and this one. So I think with this off and all of this off, I'll have plenty of access in there, and I'll be able to dolly that out really nicely and keep this tail light pocket. But other than that, it is turning out really good. Everything is pulling out super easy. What I want to do right now is go ahead and get the door on. I want to ensure before I do anything that this gap is going to be good. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to get this door on here, test fit it, and see how the gaps look. And then if everything looks good, we can go ahead and start removing this quarter panel. So now that we got these gaps figured out, it is time to start drilling. I'm gonna start here. We're gonna replace it up to right here, past this damage point. So I'm gonna start drilling all these spot welds out, and then we're gonna go right here and up to here and up like that to avoid the laser weld up there. So we're gonna stop here. So let's go ahead and start drilling this thing out. And I'm probably gonna drill out these two together and see how they come off. That way when I'm taking it off the other quarter panel, I can do it the exact same way. So let's go ahead and get started and get this quarter off. Okay guys, so I got the quarter panel off and this wheelhouse is pretty messed up. I think I'm going to just try and save it because it goes way up under all of these pieces and it's honestly not too bad. I think I can beat this out, but I need to lift up the car, get the wheel off and get the fender liner off, and that way I can save this and not have to deal with all of that. We were gonna originally splice it in, but we thought it was destroyed under here. And it's honestly not that bad. Once I get this off, I'll get a clamp in there, pull it out, and we'll straighten it all out and make it look really good. Well, all right, guys, I really like how this wheel tub turned out. Everything came out really good, and I think it's going to be perfect. No need to replace it. It's just too much work to get all up inside there, and that turned out really good. I'm going to even sand it down, maybe throw a little skim coat of filler on it, or the putty, I should say, which should make it look really nice. And then we'll go ahead and throw that factory OEM E-coat on it, and you'll never even know. But we still have a lot of work to do, a lot of straightening to do here. This panel is coming out really good. As you can see, that's almost exactly where it needs to be. This part is just a little low. We're going to keep working that. And then also this looks really good and is savable, because I really didn't want to do that tail pin, and I didn't want to do this because I wanted to keep all of this right here original, and I'd rather not get into it versus just coming up here, welding in the quarter, and getting it looking very nice with all of this staying exactly how it is, especially when you open the trunk and you see all this. So I'm very happy with this progress, and I think we'll probably pick up tomorrow because it is getting kind of late. And also, me and Larry are thinking about what we're going to do with this wheel well, so I really can't move forward without him. I want him to come look at it Monday, and then Monday we'll go ahead and pick back up on it and see what is the next move. But other than that, I'm really happy with how everything's turning out. This right here, I thought it was bent, but it's actually like that on that side. It's some sort of body line. I'm really happy that this wasn't damaged at all. As you can see, it looks very good. It's all in its original place, and all of this is really good. And I beat all this stuff out, beat this out, fixed that lip, and also straighten this a little bit. It's still gonna need a little bit more, and this is actually supposed to be like that. It's like that on the other side, as you can see. So yeah, I'm not gonna really work this too much. The reason I left this is because it's really flimsy. Once I get it all fit up and welded in, I will start straightening this out and make it look just like that side. But I do have the overall shape, and that's really all I needed there. But yeah, this thing is coming together. I mean, it's completely destroyed, so it's pretty crazy to say something like that. But honestly, from a bodywork standpoint, it looks really good, and it is ready for a quarter panel. So stay tuned, guys. Next video, we'll go ahead and get this thing welded in, primed, and painted. Well, all right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. It is getting late, so I got to get out of here. But I'm really happy with how this turned out, and this is actually my 4th quarter panel, so we'll see how this one goes. I really like how I'm learning a lot more at the shop, you know, since I am the only body man here. Well, we actually did get another body man, and he's kind of helping out and learning how to do body work. So he is helping a lot. Bear with us, guys. I mean, I'm doing like 6 cars a week, so I really have to focus on my day job. And then Saturdays and Fridays, I'm making videos. So it'll be 1 video a week, but I'd rather honestly focus on my career too, because I make really good money on commission. So I hope you guys understand for the lack of content. You know, I am trying to crank cars through the shop. We got rid of 6 this week, and then 8 are coming Monday. So it's like a never-ending cycle. And it's a good thing because more work is better than no work. But at the same time, I don't have much time to focus on the YouTube channel. So I am still going to try and work on the weekends for you guys, because I know you guys want to see the content, and I love making videos for you guys. So stay tuned for the next one. It'll probably be the Porsche prep, because we're going to be painting that thing next week. So it's going to be super exciting seeing that thing with a fresh coat of color on it. You can follow us on Instagram at motorhead.co, link it down below. And we appreciate all the love and support in the videos. And we appreciate you for watching, and let me know in the comments what you think of this job, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.